Hello friends, after trigonometrical function in part 1, now we at the part 2. In part 2 we will discuss the various relation between the minute, second and degree, and then we will see how the my six trigonometrical ratios used to change their sign when they are working in different quadrant, and different inequalities we will discuss here. Okay, so first we will see how my angles used to make. So whenever we are making angle, we always plan to make angle like this. Okay, so this we call it as theta. Actually, when we are making this angle, so this side we call it as a initial side or initial side, and this we call it as a terminal side. So from where we are starting is called initial, and where we are ending is called terminal. Okay, so whenever we are making angle, so we used to make angle like this. We always make anti-clockwise rotation. So when we make anti-clockwise rotation, actually we make one full rotation is corresponding to 360 degree, correct? So one full rotation corresponding to 360 degree when we are making anti-clockwise duration. Okay, if I am making clockwise rotation, actually these clockwise rotation has to be called as negative angle. Okay, so we measure it as a negative angle, and positive means clockwise rotation, anti-clockwise rotation, and clockwise rotation means negative. Okay, so here we will take it as positive. See, one full rotation corresponding to 360 degree. Okay, so if I want to make 1 upon 360th rotation means 1 upon 360th rotation corresponding to 1 degree. Yes, and degree, minutes and second all used to have some relation. Okay, so keep in mind 1 degree corresponding to 60 minutes, and minute sign is this one, and 1 minute corresponding to 60 seconds, and second sign is this one. So keep in mind, sometime question used to be asked, you have to interchange 1 degree 40 minutes to seconds, or you have to interchange it into degree. So you have to deal with this one. So 1 degree corresponding to 60 minute, and sign of minute is this one, and 1 minute corresponding to 60 seconds. Okay, and sign of second is this one. So 2 dash will be second, single dash will be minute, and 1 degree will be this one. Okay, so this is the degree, minutes and second. Now one more unit for the angle is there, that is called radian. Okay, let's suppose I am taking an circle of 1 unit radius. If I am taking a circle of 1 unit radius, if you see this is 1 unit, then when I am making full rotation, it is corresponding to 360 degree, correct? This is corresponding to 360 degree. If somebody asks you what is the circumference of this circle, definitely you will directly apply 2 pi r, and you will say 2 pi is the total circumference, correct? And you see this total circumference rotation 2 pi is corresponding to 360 degree, so pi corresponding to 180 degree, correct? So we call it as 1 pi radian. 1 pi radian is equals to 180 degree. So this is what relation between the radian and degree. So if somebody asks 1 radian corresponding to 180 divided by pi degree. Okay, so you can convert it. Pi is nothing but you will take as 3.14. Okay, or 22 by 7. So you will take pi like this. So here we can convert radian to degree, and earlier we have seen 1 degree corresponding to 60 minute and 1 minute corresponding to 60 second. So such type of conversion can be asked, and you can solve the questions. Okay, now we will see how the angles used to vary from one form to another form. See, like we are having our coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry used to say we used to have two perpendicular axes. Okay, this is called Cartesian actually. So let's suppose this is the initial side and this is the terminal side. Okay, so whenever you are increasing your angle, you used to increase angle like this, and you increase your angle like this, you increase your angle like this, and you reach to here, correct? So this particular axis, when you are lying at here, it is called 0 degree. When you are reaching to this value, you call 90 degree, and this is called 180 degree, and this is 270 degree, and when you are reaching to here is called 360 degree. Okay, so one full rotation corresponding to 360 degree. Already we are having 6 our trigonometrical ratios: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, and cosec. And you are aware that sine and cosec are inversely related to each other. Cos and sec are inversely related to each other. Tan and cot are inversely related to each other. Okay. So when I am dealing with the theta that is lying between 0 degree to 90 degree, okay, I have seen in my part 1 videos all ratios, all six ratios are positive. So in first quadrant, all six ratios are positive. So if somebody asks like what is the value of sine 45, you will say definitely it is going to be a positive value, whatever it is there. And whenever we are dealing with the 90 degree to 180 degree, you see, if I am writing an angle of theta and this theta is lying in this, so theta can be written like this. Theta can be written 90 plus phi, okay, and phi is lying between 0 to 90. ओके और आई कैन राइट इट एज 180 माइनस 5 ऐसे भी हम लिख सकते हैं 180 माइनस 5 सो 90 प्लस थीटा और 180 माइनस थीटा इसके अंदर लाई करेगा सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में एंड सिमिलर केस इन थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट कैन बी रिटन एज 180 डिग्री प्लस समथिंग प्लस थीटा और आई कैन राइट 270 माइनस थीटा एंड फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट कैन बी रिटन एज 360 माइनस थीटा और 270 plus theta. This can be written. So keep in mind whenever we are dealing with the first quadrant means 0 to 90 degree. You always keep in mind all are positive. All are positive means all six ratios are positive. And when we are dealing with second quadrant means I am dealing with the 90 degree to 180 degree. In this only sine and cosec will be positive. Others will be negative. Okay. And third quadrant, it will be 180 degree to 270 degree. In this your tan and cot will be positive. Okay. In this only tan and cot will be positive. And what about fourth quadrant? Fourth I can write it as 270 degree to 360 degree. Only sec and cos will be positive. Okay, so only this. And sometime we used to write like also. We will write this one and we will write A S T C. We call it as all service transport company, somewhere something, somewhere something. So all will be there, sine and cosec will be positive, tan and cot will be positive, cos and sec will be positive. So like this we used to write. Okay, one thing. Second, you see first quadrant can be written as 90 minus theta also. Okay, either we can write theta that is lying between 0 and 90 or we can write 90 minus theta. So whenever we are writing 90 minus theta, my sign change into the cos. So whenever we are writing sine 90 minus theta, it will become cos theta. But keep in mind it will remain positive. Why? Because here all are positive. So when I am writing cos 90 minus theta, it will become sine. Okay, it will become sine theta. Similarly, whenever writing tan 90 minus theta, it will become cot theta. And when I am writing cot 90 minus theta, it will become tan. Okay, tan theta. And when I am writing sec 90 minus theta, it will become cosec theta. Or when I am writing cosec 90 minus theta, it will become sec theta. Okay, like this it used to change. So this change used to occur when it is a 90 plus minus theta. 90 plus minus theta. So whenever 90 plus minus theta you are doing, you will change sine to cos, cos to sine, tan to cot, cot to sec, cot to tan, and tan to cot again, sec to cosec, and cosec to sec. Okay, so such changes will come whenever you are doing with 90 plus minus theta. Okay, so similarly, if you are doing, let's suppose I am saying I am writing sine of 145 degree like this, 145 degree. So if somebody is writing 145 degree, it means he can write like this also, sine of 180 minus 35 degree. He can write, because 180 minus 35 is nothing but 145. So actually he is dealing in the second quadrant, because 145 will come in the second quadrant. Already you are knowing in second quadrant sine and cosec are positive. So definitely we can write sine of 35 degree. So 180 plus minus theta, 180 plus minus theta if you are doing, your ratio will not change. Ratio will not change. Your trigonometric ratio will not change. So up to now what we are doing, we were doing 90 plus minus theta. That time what we are doing, we were changing from sine to cos, cos to sec. Okay, cos to sine, like this we were doing the changes. But in case of 180 plus minus theta, it will not happen. Similar case is with the 360 plus minus theta. So whenever you are doing 360 plus minus theta, your sine will not change to cos and cos will not change to sine. Only thing will happen what? Only thing will happen that will be happening only in case of 90 plus minus theta. Okay, so one more property is available, that is whenever some point, some angle is there, some angle means like you are dealing with the like that is higher than 360 or it is a multiple of 360. Like sometime question used to come like what is the value of minus times of 1710 degree. This is simple example, 1710 degrees, and so what is the value of this one? So that time what you have to do, you keep in mind, you always try to write it cos of 360 multiplied by n plus minus theta in this form. So always whenever your angle is more than 360 degree or nearly 360 degree, you try to write it in this form. So if you write in this form, so you can write it something like this also, cos of 360 degree multiplied by 5. Okay, multiplied by 5 you can write it. And what you can do, you can do, see if this one is there, 360 multiplied by 5, if you do, you will get 0 0, and this will be 3 and 1800, correct? So actually it is 1800, so you can do minus sign here and plus 90. Yes, you can do it. Yes. So keep in mind whenever you are doing like this, whenever you are doing 360 plus minus something and 360 multiplied by n, that time this part will not play any role. Only this part will play the role. Okay. And also your sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec will not change their ratios to different one. Okay. So keep in mind whenever your angle is nearly 360 degree or it may be a multiple of 360 degree plus minus some angle. Okay, so that time you have to keep this in mind. You have to follow this rule only, cos 360 plus multiplied by n plus minus theta. So like similarly you have to follow same case. One more property is there, whenever cos of minus theta is there, so it can be written as cos theta only. Like sec of minus theta is there, it can be written as sec theta only. Can you tell me why? You please tell me in the comment, but I'll tell you here itself. You see, when I was talking about like this, so when I am moving anti-clockwise direction, actually that time my theta is positive. Okay, and when I am moving clockwise direction, my theta is negative. So minus theta is means I am talking about this angle. Okay, I am talking about this angle, this is my angle of interest, so minus theta, negative. So negative means fourth quadrant. Okay, and already I have told you in fourth quadrant only cos and sec are positive. Sec are positive. Only cos and sec will be positive, other will remain negative only, correct? So in this quadrant only positive thing will be there, so other will be negative. So cos of minus theta will remain cos theta and sec of minus theta will remain sec theta. Okay, so now I will solve my earlier question, that was cos of minus 1710 degree. So what I can do, I can write it like this also. How I can write? I can write cos of minus times of cos of minus times of 360 multiplied by 5 plus 90. I can do it. If you solve it, you will get 1710 only. So I can write it like this also, cos of minus 1 I will take as common. I will write 360 multiplied by 5 minus 90. So you know cos of minus theta is nothing but cos theta. So it will remain it as cos of 360 multiplied by 5 minus 90. And already I told you cos of or sine whatever 360 multiplied by n plus minus theta will remain cos theta only. Yes. So You see, if you are writing like this, it means you are talking about cos of 360 multiplied by 5 minus 90. So it will remain what? Cos of 90. And you know cos 90 is nothing but 0. Okay. So the value of cos of minus 1710, it is 0. Okay. So only thing you have to follow when you are dealing with the cos of 360 plus minus theta, then it will come as a cos only. Like if I am dealing with the sine of 360 multiplied by n plus minus theta, then what will happen? If I am talking about plus theta, it means I am going to the first quadrant, because every multiple of 360 will reach to here and plus something will reach to first quadrant. So plus something is always positive for everyone, even sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, everyone. And whenever it is a minus theta means only cos and sec will remain positive. Okay, other will come as a negative. So if I am writing sine of 360 multiplied by n plus theta, then I will write sine theta only. And when I am writing sine of 360 multiplied by n minus theta, then I will write minus sine theta. Clear? Yes. Keep in mind, because every 360 degree corresponding to one full circle. Okay, and one full circle means one full circle I am reaching to here. So if you are adding something, it means you are reaching to this quadrant. If you are subtracting something, it means you are coming down. Okay, so this thing you have to follow. Now for the next topic of some inequalities. So some inequalities are like already I discussed about sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1, and 1 plus tan square theta is equals to sec square theta. Okay, this also we have studied. 1 plus cot square theta is equals to cosec square theta. Cosec square theta, this also we have studied. Similarly, some things are there like sine 2 theta. So we will write it as 2 sine theta cos theta. If cos 2 theta is there, then it can be written as cos square theta minus sine square theta. These are some formulas that you have to write. Okay, and that you have to remember. This can be written as like this also, 1 minus 2 sine square theta, or it can be written as 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay, similar things are there. And similarly it is available for sine 3 theta also. Sine 3 theta is nothing but 3 sine theta minus sine cube theta. Okay, like this. So whenever 2 theta is there, it is coming as a theta. Okay, if I am talking about sine theta, then you keep in mind now theta has been replaced by theta by 2. So you will write it as 2 sine theta by 2 into cos of theta by 2. Okay, yes. And some relations are available like sine times of a plus b, sine times of a minus b, cos times of a plus b, and cos times of a minus b. Such relations are also available. So actually it is a full of list. So you have to remember it. Okay, you can remember by once or twice. If you revise, you will get it. Like I will tell sine a plus b is called sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. We can write it at like this. So you can follow the symmetry also. Here I am taking sine and cos, then time A is here, B is here. So next time it will come with the cos and it will come with the sine. Similar case, if it is a negative sign, so here negative will come. So if I am talking about cos A plus B, then it will be cos A cos B minus sine A sine B, like this. Okay. So here also one symmetry is there. When cos is there, then it will be all cos at a time, all sine at a time. Whenever it is a plus sign, it will be a negative sign. So in case of negative, it will come as a positive. So such formulas are available in your books, so you can follow with that. Actually these formulas are required whenever some questions used to be asked. Okay, like again like tan of a plus b, one formula is there. So this is tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a tan b, like this. So if I am writing tan a tan 2a, if I am writing tan 2a, it means a and b I am making equal. So it will be 2 tan a divided by 1 minus tan square a. So similar formulas are available with your books. You can follow that. So whenever it is required, you can solve the questions. Okay. One more thing I want to tell you, like we know sine theta is equals to 0 when theta equals to 0, correct? Actually, we know this value only. But you keep in mind theta is equals to n pi is also possible. Means all the multiple of pi, integer multiple of pi, sine will be 0 only. Like if n equals to 0, it is 0, n equals to 1 means sine pi is also 0, sine 2 pi is also 0, sine 3 pi is also 0. Similar case with the cos theta also. Cos theta is equals to 0 if theta is equals to pi by 2. You know very well. Yes. Similarly, I can say when theta is equals to odd multiple of pi by 2. So whenever theta is odd multiple of pi by 2, your cos will remain 0 only. Okay. So these all things you have to keep in mind. So some formulas are related to with this one, so you can follow. So whenever it is required, you can apply whatever formulas is feasible for you. I hope this will be useful. This video will be useful for you. If any question is there, you can post it. I will try to solve it and post in my next video. Thank you.